Okay, great. Now we're recording. Okay, sorry, try again. So yeah, welcome everybody. And yeah, it's really amazing to see so many of you here live. And for those of you that are watching the recording, you're still very much with us. It's a space of going beyond time. And so whenever you watch this or listen to this, you're going to be just as present with us now. So yeah, so welcome everybody. My name is Katie, and I'm the creator of Awaken Bellydance. And I know lots of you have joined before on various courses and webinars and things, and then I'm guessing that there's some of you that haven't experienced Awaken Bellydance before. So first, I'll just tell you a little bit about me and what Awaken Bellydance is all about. Maybe for a lot of you, you might have just seen the name or seen the theme of this workshop and just felt something pulling you to be here, and you've not really known why. So it usually works in this way. Like, people even come to trainings and they say, I don't know why I'm here, and I just saw the logo and I knew that I had to be here. So so there's always a reason or reasons that we're drawn together as a group, you could say, as a soul group, and there's something that we have come here to work on together. Now, this may become apparent, and lots of you might feel or experience the same kind of thing, or like a memory recall, or we might never know, and that doesn't matter either, because we're trying to not go into the stories. It's more about freeing ourselves as much as possible, and becoming lighter in ourselves and in our lives. But for sure, it's like each of us here, it's like we're all a unique ingredient in this pot that's being cooked up tonight. And yeah, and we all have these soul connections and maybe soul contracts that have come here to be seen and to be released. So so we'll see what happens. And I always try and explain about myself in a nutshell. Obviously, you can have a look at the website, and there's lots of videos on the Awaken Bellydance YouTube channel as well, and if you want to know kind of more in depth. But my background is in dance, and I've been dancing since I was 3, and which actually I just realized, because I'll be 43 on the 8th. So that means this year is 40 years I've been dancing. So that's quite a crazy thought. So I've studied various dance styles through my life, and I started to learn belly dance when I was 15. And I've lived in different countries around the world, India, Bali, Bulgaria, and kind of traveled and worked in lots of others as well. And now I'm living in Cairo in Egypt. And in each of the countries where I've lived, or that I've traveled to for a length of time, like in Nepal, I've studied the sacred dances from those countries with people who, I guess who are like experts in that dance, like in a particular lineage. So I've been really lucky that I've had the opportunities to do this. And alongside that, with my own self-work of healing myself as well, I've kind of taken a lot of what you would call, say, like movement therapy or dance therapy courses. So like Osho dynamic meditation and Sufi whirling and Gurdjieff movements, which I went into very much for my own self-development, but they all created a really rich foundation that I could create Awaken Bellydance from. So thank you, Anne. She's put the link in the messages. And this has been combined with having several very strong Kundalini experiences, which were definitely not planned for. And I had to learn how to manage this energy over the last kind of 16 years, and how to integrate it in my body. And of course, everything that threw up from the more shadow side of myself, and yeah, how to understand me, and how to learn about what makes me tick or not. So all of this and all of my life experiences, whether good or bad, have kind of amalgamated together into a very organic process, which is Awaken Bellydance. So the basis of it is the Bellydance movement, and then I'm drawing on, you know, all of these aspects that I've studied or that I've experienced, and it's a completely intuitive process. So apart from some notes that I made about the moon and the astrology, I don't have any plan of what we're going to do, because it's very much about me tuning into the energy of us as a group. And this process is also, I'm completely involved in it as well. It's not like I'm the teacher and, you know, like there's this separation. It's not like that at all. I'm feeling the energies through my body, and then us as a whole, so that our energies are moving in unison and becoming more connected. So so this can bring up different emotions. It can bring up different feelings in your body. It can be like very blissful. You might feel like screaming. You might cry. You might be burping. You might find your body moving spontaneously. So all I can say is, like, let your body do what it needs to do, and allow any sounds to express. And nobody can hear you. You're all muted, and you've all got your videos up, so you can't be seen. So this is like a chance to really let go, and really let yourself get messy. And we'll end with an integration, so that you're not left hanging in that messy state. There's an integration process, and also questions at the end. And with the movements, it's not at all about the technique or how it looks. So obviously I'm going to be creating movements with my body and guiding you in that. And there might be times when I say to you to do something that's from yourself, and it's allowing your body to move you, rather than you controlling yourself. So just again, it's like allowing this kind of control mechanism that we have about being perfect and doing it in the right way. There's absolutely no right or wrong way with this. So if any of you have done Tai Chi or Qigong and felt the way, or yoga, and you felt the way that energy moves in your body by making certain movements, and with Awaken Bellydance, it's exactly the same. We're transferring or transforming energy into different parts of our body, out of our body, and into our body and our energy field. So it's realizing that you have a choice about what you let in and what you let go of, and that you don't have to have everybody else's energies imposed onto you. And I'm pretty sure for all of you being here that you're super empathic and super sensitive, and this means that often as an empath that you're feeling everything that's going on around you, and you're processing for everybody else. And for a lot of people, they don't realize that, again, they have a choice with this, and that you don't need to process all the drama and the trauma of the collective. It's like we have enough of our own personal shit to deal with without taking on everyone else's, and we don't need to be the rescuer for everybody else. So it's about having choice, and yeah, sometimes you might make that choice to support or process with or for somebody else. But on the whole, it's really about coming back to yourself and keeping your channel really clear. So While I'm talking, if you've got any comments or anything, please write in the chat. But when we start to dance, if you focus on the movements and don't write in the chat at that point. So just really allow yourself to be present and to experience whatever's happening for you. If you find it difficult to stand up and do it, you can adapt this, and you can be sitting down, even lying down. So so make it work for you, and just do what's comfortable for your body. So, okay, how do we manifest our new moon goals with dance? Well, this is what we're going to discover. That's why we're here today. So that really takes me on to the moon, and what is this new moon about? I have various notes here, so just remind myself. So at the moment, there's quite a lot of interesting astrological things that are happening. I'm not an astrologer, but I take a lot of notice about what's going on, because I found that it's very beneficial to kind of know what's going on above, because it's always reflecting what's going on below. And at the moment, it's Capricorn new moon, and as I said, it's my birthday this week. I'm a Capricorn, so I'm feeling quite pounded at the moment. It's supposed to be a gentle one, but yeah, it's affected me quite strongly. So we've got Venus in Capricorn, which is all about wealth, money, and love and relationships, and obviously the feminine. And at the same time, we've got Pluto, which is very masculine, which is about removing and transforming what's taking up space that isn't needed anymore. So it's like, what are you bringing in, and what are you releasing? What are you choosing to release at the same time? And Pluto is also more on the masculine side. So it's like this kind of push and pull between the masculine and feminine at the moment. And then Capricorn is very much, it's like the father, it's like the old father time, the old man of the zodiac. And really, Capricorns are really known for their responsibility, for their control, their structures, their military planning and discernment. And I've had to personally work a lot on this to kind of relax those parts of myself and then utilize them in more positive ways, and also in a more feminine way. So so it's also very much linked with the solar, with the sun, and this is what really interests me. And when Evolved Beings asked me to do this webinar, I was thinking about this and this manifesting with the moon, because I guess for me, I'm more interested in the sun. And I was thinking about it, like, how do I feel with the moon? How do I feel with the sun? And I thought, well, the sun, when it's really sunny, and it's like, it makes you feel like you want to be outside and playful and light, and you have energy. And then the moon is also really beautiful, but it has that light because the light is reflected from the sun. It isn't producing its own light. And then we've also got the dark side of the moon. So this kind of secret place that we never see, which is like representing our own shadow that we don't see or that we don't want to see. And then with the cycles of the moon, and if you think of the word lunar, and where lunacy or lunatic comes from, of how people can get so strongly affected by the full moon, and all of the myths and legends that come from this, it's like a really kind of erratic, crazy effect that it has on our bodies, because we're made up of so much water. And so it's affecting the tides, it's affecting our menstrual cycles, and it's like the push and pull of emotions, because emotions are water and the feminine is water. And I was thinking about this, and I just thought, well, you know, I'm kind of really done with outside systems controlling or having such a big influence on my body and on my thoughts and emotions. And so how can I get out of this system? Because if you think of the moon is it's like a reflection of many, many systems in society that are dictating our life to us, or the way that we should conform, or the way that we should think, and who we should be. And I don't know about you, but I really want to be free from this, and I want to have choice, and choice in who I am at any moment, and to be able to change that at any moment. So I feel that, okay, we can work with the moon to manifest our goals, our dreams, but why does it only have to be with the moon? Why can't we do this any moment in any day of the year? Because actually that manifestation is coming from us. And the more light that we're becoming, and the more solar, the more that we can create, and the more that we can manifest, because we're shining a light into the shadows so that we can integrate them and empower ourselves through that integration. So I hope that this is making sense. It's maybe the opposite of how you've thought about the moon, or of what we were going to work with tonight. But I guess this is what is true for me. When Shristi contacted me about it, and she said, okay, with this manifesting with the moon, and I said, okay, but what about if we flip it around, and it's like, how do we kind of bring that moon into our belly, or the sun into our belly, and we manifest for ourselves, and we stop looking outside of ourselves to create and to manifest, because ultimately all of this has to come from us. We're the only ones that hold that power, and we're the only ones who can change ourselves and make change in the world. And this is really what the world really needs right now, and for each of us to step into our power and to shine like the sun. And there's this really, it makes me laugh every time. I don't know who wrote this quote, but it says, like, shine your light, and the sun doesn't give a shit if it blinds you, if he or she blinds you. And I thought, yeah, this is so true. It's like, don't give a shit, like, blind the shit out of the world, and and expand your light. And so these are my maybe controversial thoughts about the moon. Let me check my notes. Okay. Yeah, I think that's everything. So obviously we're at the start of what we've been told is the new year, and so it's like a blank slate, and without the moon at this time of new moon, it's like we're in the void. So the void is where we are creating chaos, and the only way to get out of these strictures and control systems and conditionings is to allow chaos into yourself, into your life. And I know that this can be quite scary, and because it's like you're letting yourself jump into the unknown, but going into the unknown and not feeling afraid. This is the difference. So it's like, how much can you expand your boundaries beyond where maybe you've allowed yourself to go to before, and open that gateway into the other side of your fear, into those unknown places of yourself. So yeah, the question tonight is, how much are you willing to let go, and who are you willing to be? Who is this new version of you that you can allow yourself to step into? So I think it's time to start dance. I just have a drink. So remember what I said, listen to your body and let your body guide you. And yeah, just let yourself be who you are, who you came here to be at this moment. And let's see where it can take you. Okay, now if you've got your hair tied up, if you let it loose, and this is because you hold all your emotions and your nervous system all extend through your hair. So letting it loose, it just means that you can kind of get more wild with it, but also you're allowing things to fall away that need to. Okay. So bring your feet under your hips and with your toes pointing forwards, and then bending your knees and slightly tucking in your hips. Lift your chest, so feel your spine nice and straight, your neck, and like you have a golden cord from your crown all the way through your body and down through your root and into the earth. Bring your hands onto your body and fully connect with your pelvis. Okay, and then bring in your hips into spirals. And breathing through your mouth. So breathing in together and out together. In together and out together. Closing your eyes. And soften your knees. Keep circling. And breathing yourself fully into your body. Dropping all the way in so that your soul and spirit fill every cell, fill every part of you. Give yourself permission to be completely embodied in your physical body, because you chose this body for a reason, and we're in this more of a physical reality. So we might as well work with and embrace our body, our physical self, to the ultimate. So circling, feeling your feet anchoring and settling into the earth, your tailbone becoming more electric. And the electricity of the earth moving through the soles of your feet as you breathe out through your roots, connecting with Pachamama, and feel her connecting to you. So this electricity is passing from the earth into your body, from your body into the earth. From the earth into your body, and your body into the earth. And feel this electricity like waves moving up and through you, around your hips, up and through your spine, really gently. and softly activating and illuminating all of the cells in your body. Keep breathing. And coming back to the center, bringing your body and your hands into a wave, like a snake moving through your spine. Breathing in and out. In and out. Through your roots and sacral and solar into your heart. And feel your body becoming more fluid. And you relax any feelings of control. So you can feel the fluidity of your movement within the structure of your body. So you have this outline of your physical self, and then within you is completely pliable and fluid. Making your movement bigger and your breath deeper. Relax your jaw, open your mouth wider. Feel your movement getting bigger and bigger until your hands separate from each other and make an even bigger movement. Your fingertips connecting to above and below. So as you feel again your movement becoming more fluid and more relaxed, feel how this out of control movement is bound and held by the structure of your body, by your physical self, and also by the constraints and structure of your mind. All the things that are running through your mind right now about how you look and am I doing it right, and this bit of me aches and what are we doing? Just letting it all relax. Gone with your out breath. As you feel this wave overtaking you, so you're pushing the edges of this structure. And this structure might be represented by your own thoughts and judgments, by the judgments of others, by the society and culture that you live in, or religion, from your family's belief systems. What is it that's holding you in this box? So allow the wave to get bigger and your breath deeper. And any sounds that you need to express or words, just let them come out. Keep moving. And then become aware as your body and your arms are waving backwards and forwards about all of these strings and attachments that are connected onto you like a puppet. How are you being puppeted in your life? Who's holding the strings? And noticing them, they might be tiny little threads, they might be big ropes or cords, they might be hooks. Just noticing them all around your body. They might be focused on a particular place, or they might be dotted around everywhere. So just noticing them and not worrying about the stories or who's involved, but just letting them know that you know that they're there. You know that your actions are being dictated by others. Your thoughts are being changed and dominated by others. And how much fear is held in this puppeting that's used as a way to control you. And this might be something, and in many things, that is completely unconscious and you're not even aware that's happening. And it can be things from when we were very young as well. So just noticing. And bigger and bigger. And then allowing your body to start moving him or herself like a puppet. How would you move if your body was being controlled? If your mind was being controlled by external systems, and especially by these cycles of the moon? If you think about through the month with your hormones, with your mood changes, how does this correspond with the moon and its influence on you? So explore these movements like a puppet and feel what it is to not have control over yourself. And it might feel strange at first, but it's like you're living it out so that you're acknowledging it and can ultimately release it. So who are you as this puppet version of you? Like a wind-up doll who's speaking through you, who's seeing through you, whose fears and emotions are you carrying that are influencing your behaviors. And keep breathing. And it might feel quite robotic and inorganic. And from these puppet movements, again, feeling your body going in more into flow. So how can you flow through these attachments, through these strings? How can you weave in between them? Allowing your body to move you. And you might want to touch your body like you're brushing off all of the puppet strings. And exploring what it means to become being free through your physical self. And you can move all around your room, use all of the space above you, behind you, below. And find your place, take your space in the room. And take your space on this earth, in this reality. Because we're all sovereign beings and we fully deserve to take our place. We each came here for a reason, and now it's time to step up and discover, if you haven't realized already, to discover what this reason is, what this soul mission is. Because we can have all of the dreams and the wishes and the ambitions and the ego trips and as much as we like, but it's like these are all acting as distractions. Yes, they might act as stepping stones as well to get to an ultimate goal, but there's so many distractions in this world making you feel that you need this or you want this or you have to be with this person. But actually, it's about really coming into your alignment and finding what is the truth of why you're here and your soul mission. And once you align with that, you don't need to manifest anything else because naturally it's all going to be there abundantly for you. So you want to look for the root of the root. And the root of the root is the crown. And this is our light and connected with the sun. So keep expanding, finding your natural movements, and remembering our body can make so many circles and eights and curves. Really use your curves. Feel free to connect with your skin. Like it's the first time that you ever felt this body. The first time that you're really anchored into your body. And it might be with some things that you speak out loud. If there's any puppeting or manipulations that you're aware of particularly and you want to speak them out to release them. And then drawing your energy in. Drawing it into your solar. Pulling all of your power back. And reclaiming your power, your solar energy, your masculine self. Bringing it all back from where you've been giving your power away, where it's been taken, and where others have been allowed to control and puppet you. You might find your body getting hotter, more tingly. Feel this energy building like a ball of fire, a ball of light through your belly, circling. And imagine like a wildfire, like you're spreading it through your hips, through your belly, your sacral. So your lower body is full of heat and creative fire. Coming back to your central point and pressing your fingertips into your solar plexus. And going that little bit deeper so that you feel a point that's tender. It might be quite painful. And it's because it's the place that we hold our fears and anxiety, our parts of our ego that we don't want to acknowledge. So keep digging in and breathing into it. It's like a nest of entangled emotions and experiences that have created these fears. And where you've created these fears because you believe something, but it's not necessarily true. As you press in, feel your solar opening like a box or like a treasure chest. And this might make you cough or burp because the solar is very connected with the throat. And if you think about the sun, and it creates oil, tar, petrol, and this is very sticky, very dark and deep in the earth. So it's the same with our solar. So feel into that stickiness. And you might even need to spit out any gunk, let yourself do it. Anything that's coming up, words, sounds, dinky stuff, just let it go. Anchoring through your roots. And weaving from your roots into your sacral. Again, feel this fire building, shaking your hips. And anything that is opening from your solar that needs to release is dropping out back into the earth. Dropping out through your roots and breathing it out. Ha, 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 ha. Hold the power in your hips. Feel how strong your legs are. All of this power that you hold in your pelvis, in your hips. And breathing up and in. Opening your roots, deepening your foundation. Opening your sacral, expanding your sensuality, your creativity, and your innate power to manifest. What could you create and bring into your life that you never ever dreamed possible? And most importantly, where are you not allowing yourself to receive? Because everything is already available to you. The universe is just waiting for you to accept that you're good enough, that you deserve, and that you're strong enough. So where are you limiting yourself through your beliefs? How many times have you told yourself that you're not good enough? That you can't be too happy or go into something too deeply because it always goes wrong? Again, feel the power. Like a godzillion volcanoes and earthquakes are held in your hips. Bringing the power up into your solar, opening. Closing your eyes. And as your hands cross over the center of your body, begin to feel aware of something through your center, like a spear or an arrow, a gold color. It's all the way through the center of you. And this is holding your divine timeline, your divine ability to manifest, and your divine soul mission. So using your inner vision, the wisdom of your inner sight, and see the end. What is the target that this arrow needs to or can hit? So you're not going to just aimlessly shoot this arrow hoping for the best. You're already seeing beyond the known possibilities, beyond what you thought you were capable of, and really what you've never dared to allow yourself to dream. Something that you know in your heart of hearts, you know that this is what you came here to be. So feel this central golden line or cord, this arrow, becoming more tangible so that you can physically take it out from your body, hold it in front of you, and see it with your inner eye. See the shape and the design, the size, the weight, and allow yourself to remember when you hid this spear or arrow or sword of truth. When did you hide it inside of yourself and agree to forget? Because the only way that this information can be hidden is if you've agreed on some level. So when did you agree? At what point in time? And remember, we're just looking at this like a story. We're not getting involved. We're just watching like the TV. There's no judgment or reproaching yourself. It's just noticing. So simultaneously seeing the gold in front of you, and at the same time, in the distance, seeing your ultimate and final target. And breathing all of your power, all of your fire into this gold. But remember, you're not giving your power away in this. You're expanding yourself. And then opening your eyes, following your hands. Let your whole body sway. Follow your hands and see this gold that you're holding as tangible. Something physical that nobody else can see. But as your third eye is open, you can see what's beyond sight. And you can see what's beyond this dimensional reality. So keep breathing. Follow your hands. And now feel all of the possibilities and see all of the stepping stones of actions between this starting point and your final position, your final target. What actions, dynamic actions, do you need to take that will take you from this moment now to that moment there? And that moment, just by recognizing it, is coming closer and closer to you, the closest that you've ever been. And you just need these 3 or 4 steps to get there, to make this your reality. So feel into one side or the other that's pulling you to the left or to the right. And when you're ready, draw in your arrow, draw in your bow to shoot your arrow into the center of your target. And when you're ready, let this go. And as your arrow flies, feel all of the heaviness, all of the weights and the confusion about who you are and who you should or shouldn't be. All of it is falling away as you get clearer and clearer and clearer and see your arrow hit the center of this target. There's no doubt and no question in your mind. And then feeling into the direction again that you're pulled. And slowly, slowly begin to turn your body. The hand that's in front of you, looking into it like a mirror, and your other hand connecting to the earth. Turning. And slowly, slowly turning in your own time. Keep your focus and presence on your hand. And again, see your path clearly. See all distractions, all puppeteering, all the fears. They're just falling away as you turn, as you create this vortex of light through your body. And you feel the light of the sun coming through you, through your crown, illuminating your whole being. So you're whirling into this vortex of light and creating the solar power that's coming from your own internal battery. You don't need to look for power from anybody else. You don't need to compete. There's no need for any games. Because everything is possible from you. And this heat and solar light expands through you into your energy field. As you turn and turn, and in the palm of your hand, seeing gold. Gold infiltrating every aspect of your life. And know that everything is possible and everything is available to you. Who have you never dreamed to be? So slowly, slowly, going back to stillness. Bring your arms over your heart. Taking a breath as you bow down to the earth. Kissing one hand and the other. Just allowing yourself to feel any dizziness, any chaos in your body, your head spinning. And at the same time, your feet firmly anchored into the earth. So you have this strong foundation, and at the same time, you can let yourself be in chaos. And breathe, relax your jaw. Steady yourself. Tiny, tiny circles through your roots. So it's like you're rolling a golden pearl through your hips, through your belly. Breathing into your heart. Breathing into your heart. Breathing into your heart. And feel your fingertips and electricity connecting with everybody in this group. Breathing into your heart. As you breathe out, releasing all of the soul contracts that have bound us within this group. All of these things that we need to clear between us. Releasing them on the out breath. Feel your connection with each other becoming stronger. And your light shining brighter. So that you can connect with each other with true soul purpose, because you choose to, not because you're bound to. See this network, geometric shapes expanding across the world. So even though we haven't met before, we're connecting our vibrations. So that if we ever do meet or we see each other in the street, we will recognize each other immediately from the heart, from our soul. Breathing up into the solar energy. And if you feel like anything is stuck or there's any residues, let yourself speak in gibberish to release. It's like a nonsense language. It doesn't have to mean anything. It's a very powerful way to clear energy that's stuck, especially in your solar and your throat. And remember, nobody can hear you. So we can speak this together. Let yourself speak louder. Stop being afraid of your voice and your expression. And stop shaking through your whole body. Through your hips. And then connecting with the voice of your heart, the voice of your soul. So whereas the gibberish is to release, to let go of heaviness, your soul voice is to activate and initiate yourself, to bring more light into your body. So it might be quite different, it might sound the same, but feel different. So again, allow yourself to speak and sound. Get the food, get the food, be allow food to set it full, get it Hallo, du, so bringing this light into the space that you created when you shot your arrow, filling your body with the light of your language and with the solar power. Keep speaking if you need to, all the way to the end. Integrating all the way through, all the way from the heavens down to the earth. Shimmy your hips. Bring your arms up. With a firm push onto the earth, bring them down. Stamp your feet. And gently shake through your whole body. And then slowly, slowly, coming back to sitting, or maybe you want to lie down. Maybe you need to keep moving, keep sounding. Just whatever you need to do right now. Just checking that you're fully in your body, that everything looks clear around you in the room. If you feel a bit spaced out, you can run your wrists and your feet underneath the cold tap. And this will help to bring you back. So just take a moment to integrate and breathe. It might have surprised you what you discovered tonight. It might be something that you've always known but never dared to see. So we have some time for sharing, and I would really love to know what you discovered. What is your soul mission? And yeah, if you want to write in the chat, and also if you have any questions. Thank you. Francis said that was beautiful, so powerful. Anybody else? Thank you. Okay, very empowering, but I'm still unsure of my soul mission. Yeah, so it may not have come completely as like an obvious thing right now, but the aim is that you open the door for the possibility to know what it is. So it can be as well in the days and months to come, in your dreams and in what's happening in your life. It doesn't necessarily all happen in this kind of 90 minutes that we have. So yeah, so just give yourself time and space so that you're open to knowing about this. I feel solid again after your session. Oh, thank you. I feel very energized. Really felt the energy empowering. Nice. My purpose is to be a facilitator of healing. Yeah. This was phenomenal. Phenomenal. There's so much gibberish, I can't actually speak English anymore. I received so much wisdom in this session. Oh, that's great. And thank you. I feel much lighter now after a full-on few days. Yeah, me as well. Beautiful, magical, so incredible. I discover how much my body wants to move and my jaw wants to sing. Thank you. It was super. Oh, I saw my golden staff with a very distinct pattern, but I couldn't tell what my soul mission was either. Okay, well, yeah, I guess it's like being on this path, you know, of a spiritual path or a healing path. It's not all given to you on a plate just like that. We can't always just demand it. Sometimes we can, but sometimes there's other things that we need to do, like work. It's always coming back to the work that we do on ourselves, so that it's like we're uncovering like veil after veil after veil. So I know I've had times where I've done things and I've been like, oh, I feel I'm so close, but I can't quite get to it. And then I've maybe had to wait. It could be a few days, it could be years. And but then when I look back, I can see why I've needed that time, because it's always a period of initiation. It's like initiation after initiation. So if you can think of it in this way, and that you're those stepping stones that you felt or that maybe you saw, is like, start with the first one. What positive and dynamic action can I take in this moment or in the next 24 hours? What can I do to set this in motion? And then day by day, okay, what's the next one? What's the next one? And not being fixed about it, because you might take one action and it doesn't necessarily lead to the next step that you think it will be. So it's like, let yourself, again, let go of that control that it has to be in this way, and let things flow in. For me, creating Awaken Bellydance, it was probably about 12 years altogether, and it's still evolving, but it was 8 years of being really focused. And in this time, I drove myself crazy. I tried to control it. I sabotaged myself. I gave up on it a million times. But I understand now why I needed that time. And it was hard knowing that I had to be patient. And being patient was a big lesson, still an ongoing lesson for me, that I can't always have what I want in the immediate moment that I want it. And but I realized that I needed to evolve in that time so that I could hold the energy and that I could hold the space and hold the sessions for others. If it had happened in that initial moment when I was like, I want it now, I wasn't ready, and I didn't have the understanding that I had later on. So there's always a reason or reasons. Oh, hang on. Lots of messages. 1 second. So, okay. was really soulful and a stunning experience that has initiated something inside. Okay, great. So when I do the mouse, it's like keeps jumping. So I'm having to go up and down to get the actual message. I feel very relaxed and refreshed. Saw lots of gold, felt like an ancient goddess. Oh, thank you. So Anne has put the link of my course. I've got a pre-recorded course, which is with Evolved Beings, which is working with abundance and womb wisdom and Kundalini. It's a 3-session course. So she's put the link here. And my Instagram, I've got 2 Instagrams. So the one that Anne's put is one from a long, like ages ago when I first set it up, but there's an Awaken Bellydance Instagram. They pretty much have the same things on them, so you can follow one or the other. And yeah, and I offer one-to-one sessions online as well. So there's information on the Evolved Beings website for this. And I also have a mailing list, so if you want to email me, you can sign up through the website, and then I'll let you know about courses, and I do sort of various things online, and then also in person. So I've got a training, facilitator training in May, which will be in Egypt for Awaken Bellydance. So it's a 16-day training, and it's fully residential, and yeah, it's a very amazing adventure. So yeah, if you're interested for this, let me know. I didn't see an arrow, but an oar. Okay, didn't feel very clear on my mission, but feeling peaceful and supported. I am a bard. Nice. I didn't realize how much energy was stuck again. I've realized so much. Oh, good. Okay, I could see clearly what the path towards my mission is. Great. So remember as well, like when I'm kind of facilitating this, I'm kind of wording it in a way of like the highest, most possible outcome. So of like saying like, see the final target. But I know that not everybody will see that, but it's like I'm putting it into the field of energy that it is possible for you to see that. Because if I only focus on, okay, see the next step in front of you, it's like you're just there. But okay, well, what comes after that? So what I'm interested in is like, yeah, the root of the root. What is my final destination? And yeah, and then how to get there. So it's a little bit not back to front, but it's like coming from different polarities with it. So as I say, don't worry if you didn't see everything clearly now. Okay. The heat generated. My hands were on fire when I was holding the stuff from inside myself. My pain from my broken leg was elevated and my leg filled with light. I felt so hot I had to take clothes off. Thank you so much, Sun Sister. Thank you. It was a blessing to be here, to have that time and space. My purpose is to keep creating, telling and creating stories, writing, working with children and being light. Being and creating in the outdoors, in nature's embrace. So lovely to connect with you all. Okay, so from Evolve, dear goddesses and gods, thank you for being here, for showing up for yourself. We're happy to see so many of you here. Deeply involved in the process on the first new moon of this year. Okay, and then my other Instagram is also now in the messages. Okay, Jane, oh, thank you. Highly recommend the one-to-one sessions. They've been life-changing for me. I could feel myself relaxing in a flow of river. Ah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, everybody. So remember, this is I call it a spaghetti process. We're like teasing pieces of tangled spaghetti out. And as I said a few minutes ago, it doesn't always happen in this exact moment. So you might find that you have dreams or different emotions coming up over the next days, different realizations. You might feel more connected in different ways to what's happening around you or what's happening in the world. So just remember, stay in your own power, stay in your own space, and don't allow others or the collective energies to process through you. Be very clear about your boundaries, because this is also very much about the masculine solar. It's like, this is my space. The gibberish has obviously activated something for me. Drink lots of water tonight or today, and I always recommend eating chocolate. It's the best form of grounding. So make sure you eat something that's kind of carby and like will sit in your belly so that it really brings you back to earth. And yeah, any journaling or drawing that you can do, maybe writing out steps that you've seen, and or allowing yourself to free write. If you're not exactly sure about, like, oh, I don't know, like, what's my first step, what should I do, just let yourself free write for 5 minutes and see what comes out. So again, the free writing, it's like letting go of that control of your logical mind and what you feel you should do. And you might come out with something that you think, how can I do this? Or I've never dared to do that. So this is now time to step into the chaos and step into a new way of being. So yeah, Moon is saying chips. She knows me well. French fries. So spaghetti process. Thanks for sharing your wisdom. Your words came in. Okay, so I think it's time to go and eat chocolate. And yeah, so the link is here in the last part of the chat. And somebody just asked if this is monthly, and I think I've done 3 now, maybe 4, but if you keep a look on the Evolve Instagram or on the emails and things, they have different facilitators holding different kinds of sessions all the time, and there's some really amazing ones. So yeah, just keep a watch. And then in March, I have a webinar which is called Dance of Ra, which is also about the solar and the sun, and it's the sun god of Egypt. So yeah, if you join my mailing list or add me on Instagram, add me on Facebook, then you'll get information about that. Okay, so we will go. And yeah, thank you again, all of you, for being here. And it's really, yeah, really amazing to connect with you and share the Wake Up Bellydance with you. Okay, so bye for now, and see you again.